few years ago, God really dealt with me about this. And Debbie and I went overseas, and we were ministering in very poor countries, Angola, Mozambique, some countries like that. We came back exhausted. We jumped right back into our schedule. Our oldest son was getting married that year, just in a month or two from when we got back. Debbie was helping with that. We were doing, I got a conference I had to do. I had some traveling and speaking, and I was just going. And I hate to tell you this story, but I call it the Great Underwear Crisis of 2005. So one morning I go in I take a shower, go in the closet, open my underwear drawer, and there's only one pair left. And I stood there thinking, what am I going to do tomorrow? And I was so tired, I couldn't think. I could wash. I could go to Walmart and buy 12 pair for 97 cents. I couldn't think that. I just thought, I'm not going to have underwear tomorrow. And I remember starting to get emotional about it and stressed out because I thought to myself, pastors should wear underwear. I'm not going to have underwear tomorrow. Put my underwear on, open my sock drawer, no socks. And I sat down in my closet with just my underwear on and cried. And I went to lunch with Pastor Tom Lane that day, and I leaned across the table to him and I said, Pastor Tom, I'm losing my mind. He said, what? I said, I cried over socks, and my underwear almost made me lose it too. He said, you're not losing your mind, you're exhausted. You're exhausted. And that was when I took my first sabbatical, or I should say when the elders gave me my first sabbatical. So every 5 years, I do a sabbatical. Now every summer, people will sometimes call my vacation sabbatical. That's not really sabbatical. I do a vacation, then I do a study break. Half the time is vacation, half the time is studying. So, but every 5 years I do a sabbatical. Let me tell you what I do on my sabbatical. Nothing. No work, no writing books, no traveling and speaking, no preparing messages, no studying. Nothing that I would do for my job. You can't believe how much your mind needs to rest, not just your body. And when you let your mind rest, how creative you can be again. Many of you know what I'm talking about. There was a time when you were so creative, you used to come up with great ideas, but you're too tired now. You're just trying to stay on top of it all. So you've got to take a break. So the elders gave us 8 weeks off. And so the last week we took an Alaskan cruise. It was our 25th wedding anniversary, my parents' 50th wedding anniversary. And so we went with my parents, did the Alaskan cruise. And one day we're sitting on the deck, and I look out at Alaska, and it's just, I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's just this huge territory. We weren't very far from the shore because we were going up in the fjords and watching the, glaciers calf and things like that. And it was just, so I'm looking out at this huge expanse. And by the way, Alaska's big. It's almost as big as Texas. It's a joke. I know it's almost twice as big. But anyway, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I just remember thinking, God, you're just so big. You're just so great. And I was just reading this book on Alaskan fishing boats, just relaxing. And I just felt like that. I remember thinking, I'm me again. I feel like I did before I started the church. We were 5 years into the church. The church was growing and things were happening in with books and things. And I was exhausted. But I remember thinking, I'm back. I'm back. I feel like me again. And the Lord said to me, what day of your sabbatical is it? Now, because I'm a numbers guy, I knew immediately. You know, when they gave me 8 weeks, 8 times 7 is 56. So I knew it was the 53rd day. And so I said, it's the 53rd day. And the Lord said to me, you owed 52 days. You owed 1 year of Sabbaths. You owed a year. For every Sabbath, you owed 1 year. You owed 52 days. That's why you feel normal today. And I remember saying to the Lord, you mean I owed you 52 days? And the Lord said, oh no, son. You didn't owe me 52 days. You owed you 52 days. I gave this to you as a gift. Why would we not receive this gift? And why would we argue about it? And I just want to say this, it's very important. The only reason that you would work 7 days a week, listen to me carefully, I'm going to say it strongly, is because you don't trust God. We don't trust God. I'll just include me, I've done it too. We feel like that if we don't do it, it won't get done. And I'm telling you, you can trust God and you can take a day off. And it's wonderful when you start taking a day off every week.